So this video is going to transform the way you think, the way you strategize, and the way you operate as a business owner. So if you're an online service provider, maybe you're a coach, consultant, or other service provider, you have to understand the science behind why Andrew Tate, who is like a successful marketer, right? Why he is generating attention and he's converting it into millions of dollars, right? From this strategy, he has generated over $300 million in net revenue, right? This is a lot of amount, and if it's working for him, then it is going to work for you also. If you utilize the strategy, it is going to give the results because it's based on human instinct. So before I get to this, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe this channel, because 83% of the people who are watching the videos are not subscribing. It's really helping me and my channel to grow and give you more value. So consider subscribing. Let's get into the video. And first of all, you have to understand the basic foundation is actually the crowd, right? Crowd has some basic instincts. They have fear, they have desire, they have needs and wants, right? And how you utilize those desires actually depends on your geniusness, the way you know the market and how you can capitalize on all these issues. So this person is actually taking most of these desires. People feel insecurity at any level, and if you target this segment of emotions, you actually get attention, right? And then you have the money side. People, most of the people, like 90%, they like it, and if you target this segment, obviously you get the attention and gender disparity and all these issues. So the problem with the basic instincts, if you target those basic instincts in the crowd, you get attention, right? Which is actually really the key. So this attention economy, you need attention, and if you target the basic instinct and you actually manipulate in the right way, like it's not just straightly targeting. We'll be also covering in the strategy section how you can use controversies and how you can use a lot of other tools that he's actually capitalizing on. So once you generate attention and you know exactly what the person wants, and this is true in our case for our segmented market. So in crowd, you have to understand exactly where you're placing. So the right positioning in this case is really important. If you're running agency, coaching, or consulting business, you have to understand the position of your business in the crowd. This is like the first rule of the branding, right? So once you generate attention through any mean, which we'll be talking about the means exactly, and so the attention that he's actually generating, that is to a cause, right? So I mean that in his particular case, the cause is like a matrix, right? He's fighting with, an unseen force which is there and which is actually guiding people to hell, right? And so what he's doing is that he is directing people and the energies and all the the concepts that he has generated, the theories that he has about matrix. Like there are people on the top who are like evil people and who are controlling this everything, and they're like fighting wars and all these strategies. Maybe that's true, maybe that's not true, but it is actually serving him the best way. So matrix is the one cause that he's focusing all in, and he is actually channeling that attention to follow that matrix, right? And that matrix is actually giving him the actual cause and the growth, and people believe in it, right? Because this is synchronicity bias. And by synchronicity bias, I mean that, for example, if someone is talking about something which you feel that they're right about, and then you start seeing those things again and again in internet feed and talking to your friends and all these things. So it's psychology, and it happens again and again. So the thing that he's doing is actually complementing each and every step throughout the whole social media cycle, right? And then what he's doing, he's also targeting masculinity, right? And so he has taken a unique position which we call like polarization, and so he has taken a specific side on the gender disparities. So he's focusing on masculinity. What it do is that it's a counterbalance. So you are generating attention by providing a unique type of view, which is rare in this time. So this type of approach, what it do, the basic purpose is actually to give a cause. And then obviously he's doing some good things. He's changing lives by his, through his community. He has different courses. People are earning a lot. Maybe if you see and study the case studies, obviously he's doing a good thing. And then he's also giving to charity, right? So these are the causes that he is linking the attention, because he also wants the attention to understand that I'm good, right? And I am on a right path, and I'm doing something great. And if people subconsciously believe in this cause, then what it do is that he is selling this cause, right? He wants you to get rich. He wants you to get more physically smart. And for that, what he do is that he has the community where he is actually doing it, right? So for example, if you're listening to him, to his content, and then he says that, do this and do that, obviously you have to go first to his community, like exactly see what he's doing. And this is the thing that's happening, right? And then again, from the community and from his affiliates, obviously the stores and everything, is making money, right? And so the best thing he is using actually the tool, right? Any person can generate attention, and there are a lot of people who are generating attention, but the strategies and the tools that they're using are really different. And there are only a few people in the world right now, like for example, in the politician, you look at the Donald Trump or Elon Musk or people like these. What they do is that they have this particular attention generating mechanism that they own, and that is actually like the first approach is actually controversies, right? They want to be polarized, they want to get the attention at any level, right? So controversies are really like the peak of this person. Like he really want to create controversies. He want to target people directly. We call the aggressive competitive attack, in business. So he's directly targeting people. He's taking sides, and what it do is that it gets special attention because people want to see different things. And so once you create controversies, and then you also do manipulation, right? So for example, you have different sects of people and you're channeling their attention, then you have to manipulate. You have to tell them your own beliefs, and he's doing that in a really smarter way, right? So the psychological manipulation technique, obviously, then you do it through content. So the best tool he's using is actually content, right? He has channel communities, and he has leveraged other people and the network to grow the content base, right? So if he's becoming a Google #1 person to search, why? Because the controversies and the manipulation and the content throughout the social network is actually helping him. It is like a flywheel effect. Everything grows exponentially, and it gives you more wealth, right? And so the content is the main power in the business. And why I'm saying this, because if you apply this same strategy into your own business, you have to understand that controversies in a positive sense actually has a place in business, right? And you don't have to just avoid it and be a nice guy, because you will be wiped out of the market, right? You have to have certain place for each thing. You have to take a stand, and you also have to have your own business principles to stand on. And then obviously manipulation is really the key. If you don't know about the manipulation and the sales and all these things, then how will you run a business? And obviously the content is the key. So if you don't want to build your personal brand, better you not do the business, because personal brand in this stage of the economy is the only one thing that will save you from any AI disruption or evil revolution or something. If you have this, you are on the top, and it's going to disrupt the market again. And content creators, and all these personal branding people are going to dominate in the near future. And then again, he has a clear message, right? So he has a cause, he's generating attention, he's converting it to the right tools and with the right systems, and he is making money, right? And obviously he has a lot to show. So the insecurity I talked about previously, if you target insecurities of any person, they won't listen to you because you are solving insecurities. And if you're in any level, for example, you're building wealth, you have insecurity at different stages. So for example, you don't have money, then you have insecurity, you want to make money, right? And when you make money, you have insecurity to save that money, right? And to protect that money. These are different levels of insecurity. And so he is actually targeting the lake of money insecurity and pushing you more forward, right? And obviously his community in which we monetize the attention that he generate, right? And the way he do it, obviously he's not doing anything. There are people who he's utilizing to build courses and then to manage all the business and all these things. And then again, he's reinvesting it in the tools, right? Like he's creating more controversies. Why? Because he want to get more attention. This flywheel effect continues, right? And so that is like the outside things that we see of this person on the business perspective, right? And all these things, if you do it together, you can't do it, if you don't understand the person, or you not become the person who you actually need to be. And so on the inner side, he has like a champion mindset. And what we call champion mindset, these are like tough mindset people. So you have to be tough in business, right? You have to understand what actually how to control emotions and how to utilize and channel it. Like each emotion is a signal. So understanding those emotions and then utilizing it, channeling it, and then you also have to have a contrary thinking. Means you're not following the crowd, or you're not from the crowd. You're a contrarian, means you understand exactly what are the trends going on, what to apply in the business, how to use any particular trend, and how to make money out of it. So against the winds, against the crowd, and utilizing the right strategy at the right time has actually given him the edge. And this is the contrarian mindset, right? And obviously the physical toughness, so obviously he's like a kickboxing champion, so he has this leverage also. Because if you're physically fit, then it's like a input that you give to your brain, and you're more smart, and you can go ahead and achieve the business goal in a more fast. And he's also doing teamwork, so teamwork is really obviously the core of any business. So maybe he's with his brother or with other people, but teamwork is actually contributing a lot to the overall business of any person. So now he's actually standing on a 300 million net worth. I don't know what is the current will, but he actually admit the 300 million. I hope you get something out of this whole case study, because this is a genius. And if you understand all the people and all online in our space, like Alex Hermosi or Iman Kazi, what they did is they channeled the attention to their content or to their community or their product, right? And this channeling of attention and generating and then owning of attention is really the key. So there are 4 factors. Once you generate the attention, then you own the attention, then you educate the attention, and then you close it, right? So these 4 stages are really the key processes in building an empire which actually lasts and which is sustainable. We all know that AI is here, but obviously if you're watching this channel, you won't have to worry about anything, because I'm doing the research, I'm doing the hard part to share it with you guys, and then you can implement any system or agent and anything that I built, and I show it to you right away, and then you can implement it the same way. So this was all. I hope that you got some value from this video. If you liked it, just give this video a like, subscribe this channel. It really helps this channel to grow, and see you in the next one.